Hi, everybody. I'm back again after that last reading. It's raining now, which is good. It's nice precipitation happening, which is good. I love rain. Good for the earth and good for the nature, good for the flowers that make pollen for the bees. Anyway, once again, guys, thank you so much for your kind words and your kind thoughts, for subscribing and commenting on my videos. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. What I wanted to talk about now, just really quickly, is the mayor from New Jersey, and his name is Russ Baraka. Forgive me if I've gotten that pronunciation wrong. So a couple of days ago, he was arrested, and along with two other members of Congress, and they looked a bit rough and ready from my perspective, um, for trespassing, even though he hadn't gotten through the fence. And he was arrested by a group called ICE. So I don't know much about them. So please forgive me, guys. There's been so much going on. Now he was detained for 5 hours, pardon me, and then he was released. So during the 5 hours that he was detained, there was protesters as well. So that's a good thing, that there was a protesters, and that's the thing that that's the take-home message to me about that. I mean, well, not the only take-home message. There's a few messages in this, but the positive thing is that people turned up and made noise. And turning up and making noise achieves results. Now, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Mr. Baraka would have had his legal team there and his lawyers representing him and yada, yada, yada. So I don't know the significance of the protests on him getting released, but I will say that, oh, I better say this as well, guys. Entertainment only YouTube, but the fact that the protesters were there, it draws attention, it draws attention to the media, and it makes people aware of what's going on. And I think it's just so important to keep protesting and just do what you can. Like, even if you can't protest, like, get involved with a group, um, of like-minded people, get involved with the Dems. Just do what you can do. You don't have to, just do whatever you can do, but do become part of the resistance, because this problem is affecting us all worldwide. I would hate to be living under the umbrella of it, but the overflow is affecting the world. So I just quickly just wanted to have a look at Mr. Baraka, just check that he's going to be okay. So let's come on down, guys, and let's have a look at Mr. Barak. Mr. Sorry, guys, Mr. Baraka. Okay. Come on down, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm still here, shuffling away. I might actually do a Celtic cross on him just to see. So I'll make the immediate future. So what we're in May now, and I'll make the outcome month in December. So I'm just going to do a Celtic on Mr. Baraka to see what the energies are around here. All right, guys, come on down. All right, guys. I hope that you can see, with I'm still playing with the camera, so I hope that you can see all of this as I'm laying the cards out. So yeah, I'm just gonna kick off. Okay. Hmm. Okay, come on up, guys. All right, folks, let's go. So, at the heart of it is the Ace of Cups. So this is the outpouring of emotion that he's feeling, and I think the outpouring of emotion that the states and the world is feeling about this event. Um, it's very scary that this happened in the states. Well, it's scary that it happened anywhere, but apparently, from what I understand, and entertainment only YouTube, the there was no process for this. Like, there was no the way that it should have been done, it wasn't done according to policies and procedures. But there's an outpouring of emotion and outrage. And as Lady G said, this is the cup of abomination, right? So this is the outrage and the emotion that people are feeling. And what's what's crossing it or what's going with that is the Three of Swords, Three of Wands. He's waiting on the legal advice and waiting on the advice and waiting on the actions to happen. So he's feeling very, very, very emotional, and he's just waiting for what his legal team are going to be representing, what his legal team are going to be saying to him. Above it, he's juggling things, right? He's juggling his finances, he's just juggling, but also it's the with the Two of Pentacles, you can also say it's like there's a manipulation going on as well. And this is the manipulation from the regime, from the 47 regime has been that orchestrated this to in the first place. And you can see that behind the card here, there's those waves, right? So it's a bit topsy turvy right now, and that's what he's feeling. You know, underneath it, the hangman, he's trying to get a grip of it. He's trying to get some kind of an understanding of what's going on, but also, unfortunately, this has suspended whatever he wanted to do for the time being. So this has whatever actions that he wanted to do with regards to speaking about the administration and moving forward with that. This has put a halt to that right now, unfortunately for him. And I'm actually wondering if that's the reason why, one of the reasons why they did this, because they wanted to stop him in his tracks. Unfortunately, that appears to have happened. He's been told, underneath the scenes, just zip it, keep a low profile, trying to get a grip of it, trying to look at it from a different perspective. That's where we are right now. And that's, like I said, that's the subconscious. That's what's underneath it, all this energy. Because if you look in the recent history with the Queen of Cups, he actually opened that cup. And from what I understand, he was a critic of the Trump administration. And he actually opened that cup, which is what led to that. And that's what led to this overflowing, right, of emotion, and almost like the cup of abomination of what's happening right now. And just waiting for the legal team to respond and just waiting to see what comes in. Because he dared to open that cup. That's what caused this, right? And right now, he's just like, he's over it. He's just, in the near future, he's just going to be getting, he might actually be getting offers of, do you want to talk about it? Have you got something to say? But he's not interested. He's just really, really in his head right now. It's a four. He's just settled in himself. And in a way too, you can, if you think about the hangman, you can see that there's a number four there as well, right? With the hangman, it's almost like a number four. He's just zoning in. He's just zoning in and really, really, really feeling the burden of, just give me a second, guys. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. My housemate just came home. So yeah. um, no, where was I? Yeah. So immediate future, he's just going to be zoning out, and whatever offers or whatever attention has been is at him, media attention or whatever, he's just going to be ignoring it. He's very much in his own head, in his own space right now. Inwardly, he's really feeling the burden of this. It's he's feeling, and I kind of think he's feeling the burden of this for the country. And he sees this as being an issue that's actually bigger than himself. So that's what he's thinking about this. Around him, he's got all the resources that he needs to deal with this. He's got all the money, he's got all the resources, he's got all the lawyers. The people around him are very grounded, and he's getting some very, very, very practical advice, which I think part of that is just ignore any offers or anything that's going on right now. Just keep into yourself. But he's getting very good advice. Yeah. And he's got the resources that he needs. Hopes and fears. He's afraid of letting the emotions of this overtake him. But right now, he is actually staying above the, he's actually staying above water, if you know what I mean. And if you think about the very, very first cup that came out, the very first card that came out, it's the Ace of Cups. So there is a lot of new raw emotion about this. And it's kind of hit a button with people that are like, oh, okay, this, okay, ouch, this shouldn't have happened. This is something new that we need to think about. And um, it's alarming. And that's a good thing that there is awareness of that. But he doesn't want this overflow of emotion. He knows that he's got to just keep his head above things. So he's very mindful of not letting the emotion of it overtake him. It's almost like I feel he's trying to be very logical about this, and he's trying to be very grounded and taking the advice of the people around him to remain grounded. But the outcome at the end of the year is the magician. So I think he's going to pull all his resources together, and I think it's going to be okay. This is a positive card. He's working on. I wouldn't say manifesting because I don't know if he's a spiritual person or not, but he's actually going to be able to get all his resources together, and he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay because at the base of the deck is the King of Swords. The legal system is going to rule in his favor. They're going to say that what happened was unconstitutional, and I think he's going to be okay. This is major arcana for the outcome. So it's almost like he's going to be able to pull the rabbit out of the hat. So it looks like the legal system is going to hold for him right now. So that's what I'm getting for him on a very, yeah, like from a Celtic cross point of view. So yeah, but just like I said, just keep protesting if you can, and just do what you can to remain part of the resistance, but also to like it's really important not to go through this on your own. And I know I keep harping about this, but do not go through this on your own. Keep in touch with people, keep in touch with the tarot readers or the other esoteric community, keep in touch with like-minded people, join associations that are like-minded. Like, just do not go through this alone. And when and if you can, write to your members of Congress and write to the Dems or the people that you know that you need to write to in your area, because the felon is trying to dismantle anything that he can that's getting in the way, anything that he can dismantle that's getting in the way of what he's trying to do. He's trying to do that. It's like he's trying to pick the fruit off the tree, if you know what I mean. He's going for the outer branches first and he's heading in. But you do have a constitution and you do have the Dems, you do have an opposition, and there is plenty of protests and everything going on. So focus on that, focus on what you can do, and focus on becoming part of the resistance. Do it peacefully, do it legally, do it safely, if just do it safely and be safe, guys. So yeah, that's kind of what I think about that. But I do think that Russ Baraka is going to be okay. Um, he's got enough people around him that are grounding him. He's not going to become overcaught in the emotion of it, and he's going to be able to pull all his resources together and become triumphant about this with the magician. He's going to manifest and he's going to overcome this mess. So that's good. I'm hoping that this reading is right. That's good. But it's a timely reminder, guys, that things are changing. And so just remember to react to it, but also take the time off, take the time out as well. It's so important to take that time out in the midst of all this craziness. And even though I'm in Australia, I mean, we are affected by this as well in other areas. We're not specifically living under the umbrella of it, but we are still impacted of this by what's been going on as well. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's enough for me for one day. 2 videos is enough for me for one day. That's what I think. Thank you so much for your time once again, and I hope that resonates with people. And hang in there, guys, and just stay focused, but also take time out. It's so important to take time out. All right, guys, thank you so much. Okay, see you. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm out now. Bye.